Hello, the Pokemon Fan 993 back with more Pokemon TCG Online. Now, I don't know if you actually call this part of it online, but due to complications with my audio set for doing the Max Lair, I decided to do something slightly different. So what I've got in front of me is I've got several decks. You can see that I've used quite a few of them. So what we're going to do, when you play this, you can choose all your decks. You have a Gold, Platinum, and City Shapeshift. These are all AIs. Obviously, the higher you go, so Platinum's higher than Gold, and City Champions is higher than Platinum. So I'm gonna kind of demonstrate, I guess you could say, each of these decks against a random opponent in Gold. Now, I have in front of me in my phone, I have a random number generator. There are 12 opponents that I can choose from. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit generate, and it's going to randomly choose one of these guys for me, and then I'm going to battle them with the Battle Mind deck. If you want to take a look at the Battle Mind deck, you can kind of slow this down a little bit, slow the video down. I'm going to kind of go back through here real quick, kind of show you what it's about. So we're going to hit the generate. Alright, so it chose number 2, so we are battling Mick. So, for those who've never played the TCG before, I'll kind of go through slightly and show you how it's done. I'm not gonna, I am no amateur on this in whatever way, but sometimes I make stupid mistakes. I'm pretty sure everybody does. I was gonna do like online random battles, but people online are very hard to deal with because they don't separate the classes up. So that means that I could be going against the best player in the world with me having my menial deck. So we have to choose our beginning Pokemon. I'm going to choose... we're going to start with Meowth. And then we can choose one basic Pokemon to be on the bench. So we're going to choose Darumaka for that one. I think the game's going slightly slower because I'm recording at the same time. So this is the basic fire deck. Okay, so he's allowed to discard an energy from his hand and draw 2 more cards, right? Yeah. He activates it again, he's going to discard another energy card and draw 2 more cards. Great Ball. He's going to look the top some cards of his deck. He's allowed to select a Pokemon there and put it into his hand. So it tells Torchic. Now, real quick, I'm going to explain how the class system works. So you see Cad, Dury, and Tail Whip. When it's like when you see the star right here, that means that I'm trying not to get. It means that I can use one of any energy to use Category, but I need 2 of an energy to use Tail Whip. So if we attach a fire energy to Meowth, we'll use the Cadbury ability. And now I'm going to activate the trainer card. Look at this, allows me to draw 3 cards from the bottom of my deck. You can only use so many trainer energy cards per turn. So we ended up drawing Mewtwo, so we're going to put him on the bench. Oh, and when I play this from my hand onto the bench, I get to put his proto card back in my hand, so I'll take Looker back. I wasn't even paying attention to its ability, to be honest with you. Because we're going to use Cadbury here. This allows me to draw 2 cards. So we drew Looker again, and we drew Cynthia. 5 cold does 10. I got heads on the coin flip, so my Pokemon wakes up. So we're going to put a Psychic Energy on Mewtwo. I'm going to use a Meowth just basically for drawing purposes. See if I can get some good mons in here. So we drew another Mewtwo. I'm going to put him on the bench. I can put Howl back in my hand because of Mewtwo's ability. Or, back in my deck, I mean. So we're going to use Cadbury again. Now, unlike a lot of TCG games or trading card games, you can actually have the limit, at least in this, on the TCG Online, the limit of cards in your hand. So you can carry as many cards as you want. You can have your whole deck in your hand. So he's going to go for Fireworks, but force him to discard a energy from his Pokemon. So Meowth has 40 damage, he has 20 HP left. So we're going to use Looker to draw some more cards. Trying to look for... Okay, so there's Darumaka. Or Darmaritan, so I can put him on Darumaka to evolve him. We have Turtonair, I'm going to put him on the bench as well. We're going to put a Fire Energy on Darmaritan. We're going to use the that ability one last time. So I drew 2 more energy cards. I drew a head. I flipped heads, which means next turn, if I'm still alive, I can go for kill, which he's going to let me do. He's going to go for Fireworks and knock me out. Now you're going to see over here that he picks up one of these prize cards. How the TCG actually works is if you beat a Pokemon, you get 1 prize card with addition of some rules depending on the Pokemon you use. And if you get all your prize cards, then you basically win. That means you can knock out 6 Pokemon total unless something unforeseen happens. So, Darmanitan's ability is kind of weird because if I use it, I get 110 damage directly to him, but I lose all the energy that is attached. So we're gonna put a Fire Energy on Mewtwo. That's for later. We're gonna go for Wildfire, which allows me to pick up the 3 energy cards and put them into my hand and then shuffle my deck. So I'm gonna choose 3 energy cards. In case you haven't figured out, Fire usually rush around drawing energy cards and then discarding them for various effects. Okay, so he goes for Evo Soda. That allows him to choose a evolve it directly from his deck. So he chose to evolve Torchic. He goes for Fireworks. It does 30, and he's gonna have to discard an energy card. So now we're gonna put a Psychic Energy on Mewtwo. I'm gonna use How to draw 3 cards from my deck. And we got Witten, so actually I have the whole Incineroar line now. So now we're going to activate the card Switch. This allows me to switch one of my Pokemon to active Pokemon without paying a retreat cost. A retreat cost, if you see in the down or right, it means that you need 2 of any energy to pay off the Pokemon in order for them to retreat. But doing this way allows me to do it free. So I did this because he has an ability called Psyshock. So this does 70 damage. So that's the end of Pansear. I'm going to draw 1. You can't see your prize cards, you just have to choose. So I got a Witten card. He switches another Pansear. Now the AIs in this game are not very smart, at least the first 2 aren't, because they will focus more on putting energy on the main Pokemon than they will the sub-Pokemon. Don't ask me why that is, I have no idea. So we're going to put a Fire Energy on Litten, evolve Litten. Oh, that's not it. Evolve Litten to Torracat. So now I'm allowed to use this as a very powerful card. I'm allowed to choose 2 Fire Energy and attach to my Pokemon. So we're going to give 1 to Torracat. Oh, it's 2 to 1 Pokemon. So I'm going to choose 2 cards, and that goes directly to Torracat. Looks like I get to draw 3 cards. It's a very overpowered card, in my opinion. So we drew Salandit. I'm going to put him on the bench. If the Pokemon is put on the bench the turn, you cannot evolve the Pokemon unless you have a card that specifies you can. So I'm going to go for Psyshock again. Like I said, the gold setup aren't really that smart. So they'll use all their energy cards on their first Pokemon and then just have none for the rest of the game. Which looks like that's how it's going to work. Nope, he actually got a energy on him and it got a live coal on me for 20. I have 100 HP left. So now we're going to go to Incineroar. We're going to evolve and then we're going to evolve Salandit and Salazzle. Say it. And we're going to give him a give Salazzle a Fire Energy and go for Psyshock. What did it do increase damage? I'm mildly confused. I wonder why it did more damage. I'm not 100% sure why that happened. Was it one of the cards I played? Ability, maybe? Your opponent's attacks do 30 more damage to your active Pokemon. You can't... Okay, so it was Incineroar's ability that caused me to do 100 damage per hit now. As long as he's on the bench. So we're going to put Psychic Energy on Salandit. Or Salazzle. And if you haven't figured out already, unless you have a card that specifies otherwise, you cannot put more than 1 energy on a Pokemon once a turn. So we're going to draw 3 more cards here. Alright, so we're going to go for Psyshock. So I'm pretty sure I got this cinched. I don't think there's much in the situation, and in the early stages of like the Gold and Platinum Champions, you don't really have a lot of good cards. Oh, one more thing, you're only allowed to use the decks that you buy or get through like buying with coins and stuff that you get from the game. So there's no worry about them having overpowered cards or anything like that. You can also play online against other people that have these only can use these decks. Maybe I'll think about doing that. Okay, so we definitely damage Victini. So this is the end of it. I don't think he's going to be able to come back with anything. You can see I have like 70 cards in my hand. So he chooses Torkoal again. He goes for Live Coal, another 20 damage. So I got a pretty good setup this time. I mean, it's not perfect, so I'm going to put Energy of the American and Psyshock. prize cards. Okay, so there's the heads I damaged out and my MVP for the match. Okay, so you're going to see, before I go, you're going to see how this says 3 out of 12, some of them 0 out of 12, some of them are, like, have the cup. That means that, the more, if you use them against other, like, so you can see how I have all these guys checkmarked, well, some of them. That means that every time I get one that's not checkmarked, it gives me one of those things, and then I believe once you get all 12, I think you get extra cards, you can put your other stronger cards, and you also can use those decks in versus mode. So, if you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe. This is the Pokemon Fan 993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.